Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The 2 teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Shift together here from the D-line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down, Kaiser. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Patty. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Brett Perriman there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Petty now. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. This is taken at the 10. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They go play action. Kaiser. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. 10 more there and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He'll drop to throw. Got him, and it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are in for 6. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play. But also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights.
Let's go.
Kaiser on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On third down, Kaiser. And that's caught by Beasley. By Beasley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. A first down throw for Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Room to run inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ohio, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Here we go! Brand 38!
Coleman now. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action now, Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go!
3rd and long for Kaiser. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previous.
And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Darryl Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyus Bowser in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Kaiser just getting the play off. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the number 1 pick as he gets him behind the line. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll run it again with Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Here's Coleman. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. Give him 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On play action, Kaiser. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Play fake. Kaiser. He's going to go deep for Beasley. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Kaiser to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go. Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. No. Check. Patriot.
Petty now. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Leopard.
Miller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's going to fire one deep open. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the gun, Kaiser. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here we go. Brand 38.
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with his first career INT. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
This is Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go.
Here's Petty. That is caught. It's Perriman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brett Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. He'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And tough starting field position here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw down for Kaiser. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, it's Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. To throw, Kaiser pushing his way inside the 40. He finds Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.